What up, y'all? It's your guy Dawson from D&D TV. Thank you for rating, commenting, and subscribing. Everybody who's donated, those of you all who will, you know I appreciate it. All that information is in the description box below. Make sure you go to my other YouTube channel, Dawson Speaks, subscribe over there, and hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so you get notifications when I drop a new video. Now let's get into this topic. Alright y'all, thanks for clicking on the video. Hope everyone is doing well. Now this video is for educational purposes, so as I approach this topic with respect, I need you all to please be respectful in my comment section. Thanks. Now this story comes out of Detroit. A FedEx driver in Detroit area might end up losing his job after he was caught on camera picking up a woman while he was on the job. Peter Anderson told the local news station that he spotted a woman, as he describes as a lady of the night, or in this case, a lady of the day, approaching a FedEx driver near McNichols and Conant on Detroit's east side. According to Peter Anderson, not only did the woman approach the vehicle, but she actually got in. Mr. Anderson, along with his son and his daughter-in-law, were able to catch everything on video. Yes, they recorded the entire incident. Mr. Anderson and his son followed the truck for about 45 minutes. Take a breath. Mr. Anderson, you know, I know everybody do everything for social media now and all this stuff, but I don't have time. I don't know where people get time. I don't have time to follow nobody for 45 minutes to record something while live streaming so people on Facebook or Instagram can, I don't know. I just don't have 45 minutes to follow no FedEx truck. But nevertheless, Mr. Anderson went on to say that the FedEx driver made multiple deliveries while the woman was still in the truck. Now I'm going to let you all watch this video, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary. And you all know me, I'm Dawson, and I won't hold back.
Anybody that's watching, man, if y'all wondering where y'all FedEx package is at.
Peter Anderson had thought he'd seen it all until Wednesday. That morning, he spotted a woman approaching a FedEx driver near 6 Mile and Conant on Detroit's east side.
I'm like, I know this guy ain't about to let her in, you know what I'm saying? But he let her right in, and they pulled off.
And onto a side street. Anderson, along with his son and daughter-in-law, followed, all while live streaming the incident. The video is racking up hundreds of views on social media.
Well, I got out and walked up to the truck, and wasn't nobody in the cab.
What were they doing in there?
Well, I didn't see anything, but I heard.
Big fella, can't do that, man. Can't do that, man.
The delivery man drives off, but the woman is still inside. Anderson tails the truck for about 45 minutes.
He made 5 to 6 deliveries. Stopped, got out, delivered packages while she was still in the back the whole time.
From Detroit to Warren to a loading dock, where the driver tries to sneak the woman out of the truck.
I was just trying to get him away.
He picked her up on 6 and Conant, bro, an hour ago.
The driver ultimately lets the woman out at DPD's 11th precinct. Anderson is there, his camera still rolling.
I got the whole thing, man. I was standing right there.
She was scared either.
Man, my whole thing was that, you work for us, and you out here while you supposed to be delivering packages. That's why everybody packages be late, because of guys like him, and it's people out here that really need that job.
We reached out to FedEx for a comment. They say they are aware of the video and are investigating the situation. In Detroit, I'm Randy Wembley, and this is The Edge.
Oh my God, this nigga a snitch. Look. Look here. Oh my gosh, man, look, maybe the woman was cold and she just wanted to get out of the cold. Get a brother a break, man. Black people, we gotta stick together now. Oh man. I'm joking, because I got the holy rollers who are gonna be like, oh my God, Dawson, so what are you condoning him picking him? Like, come on, get off of it. Just joking. Lighten up. Now look here. Now, first of all, let me tell y'all this. Mr. Anderson, like I said before, you all, I would not get behind a FedEx driver, any type of driver, and start following somebody for 45 minutes. But now the world we live in, everybody puts everything on film. They want to go Facebook Live. They want to get on Instagram. They want to put it on YouTube. They want to do everything. They want hey, look what's going on. Look what I caught. So that's what Mr. Anderson was on. So let me say this to Mr. Anderson. For Mr. Peter Anderson and his son and his daughter-in-law and people like them who just like to pick up the cell phone and you record things or you catch people in the act doing things, you all have to be careful with that, because in this case, you don't know what that driver's frame of mind was. This man, you already went up to the to the truck rather, and you're knocking on the window and then you're recording him, and then you get back in the car and you start following him again. This man, everything is going through his mind. Like, oh my God, I may lose my job. I got this woman in my truck. He may be thinking, man, I need to get rid of these people, any kind of way I can in order to go. I mean, you don't know what people's frame of mind is. So you got to be careful. And we've seen these stories on YouTube and social media where people tried to do stuff to people and put their business out. And, unfortunately, those people are no longer with us today. Take a breath. Dawson, you being mean. No, Dawson just telling y'all the truth. You have to be careful when you're doing that to people, because you don't know. You don't know what people will do to protect their image, their livelihood, something they don't want his wife or their husbands or family members to find out what they're doing or their job. You don't know people's frame of mind. And I know social media has made that a big thing now, where people just pick up cell phones and they want to do this to people and put all the blast people. It may seem all fun and games, and you may get people on your timeline and commenting and all that stuff, but y'all, you got to be careful. That's the educational part of this video. Because you don't know people's frame of mind. You got to be careful when you're trying to put people on blast. You got to be careful because you don't know people's frame of mind. Please be careful. And I know some people are probably going to say, Dawson, this sounds like you're making excuses. No, this situation could have gone terribly wrong, you all. It could have. Now, let me say this to the FedEx driver. Now, sir, you were wrong. They got you on video. It's just out there now. You were wrong. Your job is, get up, get your list of people, all that stuff you're supposed to take the packages to, go to their house, knock on the door. If they're not there, you lay the packages down. You just lay the packages down. You get back in the truck and you go. But instead of going to put the packages down, laying them down, you in the truck laying the pipe. So how in the world do you think that you're not going to get fired? Like, I don't understand that, bro. And then you try to make an excuse while you're looking at the camera and the man is recording you. Oh, she was cold. Oh, she was scared. Come on, bro. Come on, dog. Yeah, really? Really? She was scared. You should have left her where she was if she was scared. Tell her to call 911. And I have to say something again, because I know a lot of women are going to get in the comment section and say, oh, he's so nasty. He probably got a girlfriend or a wife at home, and he's just picking up somebody off the street, and he didn't even use no protection. Well, let me say this. As a person who works as a social worker down here in Miami-Dade, and I had two friends, two ladies who were supervisors down here in the health department. I've told you all about that in other videos, and I was able to hear their stories of, a lot of the, survival sex workers, as they call them, who would come in and they would get condoms, and they would tell stories how they used condoms, but the Johns would not have any protection. So a lot of times people will trash these or trash talk, survivor sex workers and say they're all this and they're all that. But a lot of them, not all, a lot of them are actually going to the free clinic. They're going to the health department to get condoms because they know that the men like this FedEx driver who picks them up, he won't have any. So when a lot of you are looking down your nose and, scoffing at people and talking bad about people who are out in the streets doing this type of work, a lot of them are actually protecting you, especially when you don't know what your spouse is doing, because they're going to the free clinic. They're going to the health department to pick up protection. Somebody get down in the comments and back me up on that. Some of y'all social workers in there, some of you nurses and people who work in the free clinic, let these people know I'm not telling a lie. This FedEx driver was in the wrong. And it reminds me, when I was a kid, I used to, go around a lot of the old people back in the day. I used to get in trouble for that. I used to always sit up under grown people, listen to their conversations. And I had family members, some of them were super holy and super saints. And then the other half used to sit out and smoke their cigars and, sit around the tree. And we grew up in the project. So, I'd go from house, apartment to apartment and, sit around there. And listen to the old men and the old women, they talk, man, and they drink their beers. And I would hear some of the men say, I didn't know it then, but as I'm older now, I know it now. They used to say, son, you don't play where you stay, and you don't play where you get your bread and butter. Take a breath. What you mean by that? You don't play and mess around in your neighborhood and you don't play and mess around on your job. Nothing should come between your money. No honey don't come between your money. What's wrong with you, man? And when I hear stories like this and see stuff like this where they recorded this, man, I could tell that some of you all didn't have any elders that y'all grew up around. People who just told you the truth. You never let no man, no woman come between your money, and you don't play where you stay at. And many of you shouldn't be playing anyway because you made a commitment before God, the church, the pastor, and everybody who came on that Saturday. So why you out tipping? Well, Dawson, it sounds like you condoning it. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to give you some common sense and talk to the people because the elders done gone on to glory. They done gone on wherever they at. And we have people like this man and women who make silly mistakes like this. On the job, you finna lose your livelihood because you want to have an office romance? Come on. I've seen it happen. One of my jobs, well, actually two that I've had, seen people get fired. Because you think that it's not going to spill over into work, but it always does. Got to get it together. Now look, y'all go off in the comments. Let me know what you think about this video. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Peace.